G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. Today we're going to do a bit of an update video on how my air layers are going. I took these back in late August, early September. It is now early December, so it's about 3 months. Just want to see how we're going. It hasn't been the best spring in terms of heat in Melbourne, but I'm thinking this should be okay. One of the indicators that I think that the air layers are good is I've got one down here, which I'll zoom in. This one down here, for example, the leaves or the foliage is starting to yellow on the inside. To me, when that happens, it means that the roots have established the roots should have established in the little ball, and those roots can't support the amount of foliage it has, so it starts to need soil, like it needs soil to start to grow. So that's usually an indicator. So it's yellowing on the inside and starting to die off, unless it's dying, but I don't think so. But usually that's the indicator. I'm going to have a look at all of them and see what they look like. There's 5, I think, in this slot. Just going to have a look and we'll explore each one as we go. I'm trying to avoid putting the mosquito coils on because everyone's been saying the smoke. What's the smoke? What's the smoke? It's the mosquito coils. I'm trying to avoid that for now, but you never know. We'll see what happens. All right, let's have a look at each one. There's 3 trees here at the moment. I'll just do this one first. Let's have a look at this one first. I'll try and get it up nice and close so we can have a look together. This one's got a reasonable amount of roots. Now, I'll bring the camera in. This one's starting to get a reasonable amount of roots. We'll zoom in. I'll try and zoom in. You'll see the roots in there. It's reasonable. I just think because it's starting to yellow, I think I've got to get it out anyway. So let's take that one out. Let's have a look at this one. This one's done quite a lot better. It's got a lot more roots down here. See the nice foliage. If you leave that to grow, that's what really starts to push a lot of the roots. So a lot of foliage, a lot of roots there, a lot of roots there. All right, so really simple process. I come in, I try and find, I don't usually touch the bag until I chop the trunk off. Pretty easy. So nice, lots of roots. Cool. So that's one. And there's another one. You can see the roots in there. Alright, now it's simple. I'll unwrap these and put them in some quality potting mix or my bonsai recycled mix, whichever one I've got, but I've got a good quality potting mix here. And I'll just put them in and pretty much don't touch them for 6 months to a year. So that's what I grew. That's what it's going to come up. Looks like a little twin trunk there, and looks like another multi-trunk or twin trunk. You can see how the yellowing is happening on the inside. Yeah, that's usually an indication that it's not getting enough vitamins or minerals, whatever it needs to sustain its growth. So it's a good time to take them off. All right, so I'll just show you again. Look at that. I'll try to avoid the sun. Hang on. Can you see that? Ugh. Which way? There you go. That's a better look. Full. Cool. All right, so I'm just going to pot these up, and that's 2 done. One quick thing is I don't even tease that out. I just put it straight into the potting mix. Just bang, and that's it. Just so you guys know, nothing fancy. Straight into the mix. If I try and comb that out, I'll break the roots, and I don't want that to happen. All right, guys. Simple. Repot it. Just bang straight in, and just these will be watered and left alone for a year, I reckon, at least. I guess the good news, I've taken those off, and as I mentioned to you, this tree is pretty much ready for a restyle, so I'll have to work out a nice design for it, and we'll do a video on that one too. Alright, let's have a look at this tree. This tree has a bit of wire and so on it because I've been working on it over the years. It's got a nice base trunk too. It'll be nice ready for a restyle too. But let's have a look at these roots. This one isn't having as much yellowing as the others, but let's have a look anyway. That's pretty good. I'll show you in a minute. Not sure about that one. Let's have a look. Alright, so on this one here, nice, lots of roots. It's looking a little bit dry, the ball, so I'm going to take this one off. This one's good to go. This one I can't really see clearly, so I'm going to remove this one and then have a better look at the other one. I think it's still a bit too young, I guess, not established enough, but I'll just remove this first one. Yeah, so it's nice and full of roots, but it's a little bit dry, so we're going to get that into a pot. Anyway, there you go. Lots. Oh, that sun is really annoying me, but there you go. Lots of roots. Well, that's a nice little tree. Pretty flush. Lots of healthy foliage. Now, don't trim any of the foliage because these are its solar panels. That's how I think of solar panels to grow the roots. You trim this off, you lose the solar panels and lose the creation of the roots. That's how I think of it. So keep all this nice healthy foliage. Now I'm going to have a closer look at this one. I'm going to have to leave this longer. Now I'll show you why. I'll zoom in, but you can just see this, it's starting to just establish the roots. They're just fresh and new. There's not a huge amount, so that's going to stay on. So I'm going to give that another month. I'll put my black plastic on it, but I'll put my black plastic on that again and leave it for, I probably doesn't need it, but I'm going to leave that for another month. It's got nice healthy foliage, it should grow. So yeah, give it a bit more time, but you can clearly see in here, just in here, the roots are starting to grow, but it hasn't filled it. So keep it going for a bit longer. So I'll put an air layer up here on this tree because it's quite tall. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll bring it around. I'll take it off and I'll show you guys the result. I'll move this out of the way. Well, look at this. Full. So that's usually quite a good indicator. It's a nice little tree. See that? Nice little tree. It's good in when you Shimpaku. The top of the trees are much better at creating air layers. Much better. So that's a good indication of. Perfect example of, it really does work really well on the top of the tree. So look at that. It's a really nice little tree, see? Massive amount of roots. So guys, there's the creation of 4 new Shimpakus that I'll work on over the years. Setting myself up for more trees in the future, which is great. One more tree to go, one more air layer to hopefully go in about a month's time, no rush, it just needs to establish. And there we go, this is quite a nice big one, we've got a little nice medium one and a couple of smaller ones, which is always great to have. We'll have a look at that other one later on and then we'll see what's going on. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that video and see you next time.